everyone, this is Shelby with Woolly Mama Crochet. Today I will be giving you a tutorial on how to create this cute little diamond lacy stitch for my Seaside Shrug. It's really easy to do, and I also have the written pattern on my blog and my Etsy. So to begin, you're going to want to create a chain that is a multiple of 10 for the length that you want. I did mine to be about 30 inches long. You might want to do yours longer or shorter, just depending on your size, and I'll have more information on my blog. So start with a chain, a multiple of 10, and again, I did mine to be 30 inches. For this tutorial, I'm only going to be showing you just a small section, but overall, I made mine to be 30 inches long. So make your chain a multiple of 10 and then add 2 at the end. So my chain right here is only 20 plus 2. Now single crochet in the second chain from your hook and into the next 2 chains. So you should have 3 single crochets, and then chain 4, and then you're going to skip 2 chains, and then you're going to make a treble crochet. And to do that, you just yarn over your hook twice, insert, pull up a loop, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Then you're going to chain 4, skip 2 chains again, and now you're going to make 5 single crochets in the next 5 chains, so 1 in each chain. And this will be your repeat. So after that, you're going to chain 4, and then you're going to skip 2 chains and do another treble crochet. So again, this is your repeat. After that, you're going to chain 4, skip 2 chains, and then do 5 more single crochets. Here I'm showing you how to end it at the end of your row. So once you get to the end, you're only going to have 3 single crochets. But again, for this first row, basically what you're doing is you're doing a repeat of chain 4, skip 2 chains, and do a treble crochet, chain 4, skip 2 chains, and then do 5 single crochets. So just repeat that all the way to the end, and once you get to the end, you're only going to have 3 single crochets. For the next row, you're going to start with a chain 1 and turn. Now you're going to make a single crochet in the first and second stitch. So it's kind of making a diamond. So you're going to have 2 single crochets here. Then you're going to chain 4. And then you're going to single crochet into that chain space. And then single crochet into where your treble crochet is, so on top of that stitch. And then you're going to single crochet again into the next chain space. So right here you're creating 3 single crochets. After that you're going to chain 4. And then where you have 5 single crochets, you're going to do it in the 3 middle ones. So you're going to single crochet in each of the 3 middle stitches. So skip a stitch and then single crochet in the next 3. And again, this will be your repeat for the row. So you're going to see how your stitches are kind of in the middle. This is how you're creating your diamond shape. And we'll just repeat this throughout. So you're going to skip that last stitch and then chain 4. And then we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to single crochet into that chain space, single crochet into the stitch where you made the triple crochet, and then single crochet again into the next chain space. And this is your repeat for the row, so you're going to just continue that by doing chain 4 and then do 3 single crochets in the middle of the 5 single crochet, and then chain 4 and then make a single crochet in the chain space, in the treble crochet, and then in the next chain space. So just repeat that, and then when you get to the end, you're only going to make 2 single crochets, and that ends your row. So it's a simple repeat. If you need to just rewind the video and go back, basically you're doing a top of a diamond and a bottom of a diamond in each row, and you'll get used to it, and it's really easy. So for this next row, you're going to chain 8 and turn. So this counts as a treble crochet and a chain 4. And this is only a 4-row repeat. So this is our 3rd row I'm showing you. Now you're going to make a single crochet in the chain space, and then you're going to single crochet in the 3 stitches here, and then again in the next chain space. So you're creating 5 single crochets here, which is going to be kind of, I consider it the middle of the little diamond. After this, you're going to chain 4 and then make a treble crochet into that middle stitch. So you're going to skip 1 stitch, and then in that middle you're going to make a treble crochet. And that is basically the repeat for this row. So you're going to chain 4 and then make the 5 single crochets, and then chain 4 and make the treble crochet. So here I'm single crocheting into that chain space, and then into the 3 stitches, and then into the next chain space, and that gives me 5 single crochets here. And then once you get to the end of the row, you're going to chain 4 and then make a treble crochet in the very last stitch. And that would be the end of your 3rd row. Now for the next row, you're going to chain 1 and turn. And this will be our 4th row. You can kind of see our diamonds starting to form. So now we're going to start another diamond on this corner side. So single crochet in that stitch and in the chain space. Then you're going to chain 4. And then you're going to single crochet in the middle of these stitches. So there's 5, so you're going to want to make 3 here. So skip the first stitch and then single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So now you have 3 single crochets. It's kind of the top of our diamond. And then for our next section, we're going to do the bottom of another diamond. So chain 4, and then you're going to single crochet in the chain space, and then in the top of the stitch of the treble crochet, and then in the next chain space. And that would be our repeat for this row. So you're going to chain 4 and then make 3 single crochets in the middle of this cluster. So skip the first stitch and make 3 single crochets. And then to continue your row, you're going to chain 4 and then make 3 single crochets, next to the treble crochet. So in the chain space, treble crochet, and then chain space, and just continue this repeat. And then when you get to the end of the row, you're going to single crochet in the chain space, which is what I'm doing here. And then in the 4th chain from the end, so I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is where I'm going to put my last single crochet. So that is the end of the 4th row. I'm going to show you how to do the first row again. So remember, this is just a 4-row repeat. So chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to single crochet in these 2 stitches and then in the chain space. So we're going to have 3 single crochets right here. Then chain 4. Now you're going to make a treble crochet in that middle stitch. So skip the first stitch and then make a treble crochet. And then chain 4. And this is your repeat. So you're going to skip the next stitch. You're going to single crochet in the chain space, single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then again in the chain space. So now you have 5 single crochets here. So that's your repeat. So then chain 4, and then you're going to treble crochet into that middle stitch. And then for the rest of the row, you're going to chain 4 and then make 5 single crochets, chain 4, do a treble crochet in the middle stitch, continue. And then once you get to the end, you're going to chain 4 and then you're going to make a single crochet in that chain space and then in the last 2 stitches. So then you'll have 3 single crochets at the end of your row. And I'll show you the second row of the 4-row repeat again. So chain 1 and turn, and then you're going to make a single crochet in the first 2 stitches. You're going to skip the last stitch. You're going to chain 4. And now we're going to single crochet in the chain space, single crochet in the stitch of the treble crochet, and then single crochet again in the next chain space. Then you'll chain 4. And then you're going to make single crochets in the middle of this, so skip the first stitch and then single crochet in the 3 stitches and skip the last stitch, and that's going to be your repeat for this row. So chain 4, and then we're doing 3 single crochets and then chain 4 and 3 single crochets, chain 4, 3 single crochets, all the way down the row. And once you get to the end, you're going to chain 4 and you'll only have 2 single crochets at the end. So skip the first stitch and then make 2 single crochets. So it should be looking like this. Obviously mine is a lot longer and yours probably is a lot longer too. But you should be starting to see the diamonds form. Now I'll show you, this is going to be the 3rd row of the 4-row repeat. Again, you're going to chain 8 and turn. It counts as a treble crochet and a chain 4. You're going to single crochet in the chain space, single crochet along these single crochets. So there's 3, and then single crochet again in the chain space. So you should have a total of 5 single crochets here. Then you'll chain 4 and make a treble crochet into the second stitch, so in the middle stitch, and that is your repeat for this row. Chain 4, and then you're making 5 single crochets, chain 4, and then you make a treble crochet, and just repeat that all the way down. Once you get to the end, you're going to chain 4 and make a treble crochet in that very last stitch. So again, just rewind this video if you need to, or I have the written pattern on my blog if you prefer that. Basically, again, this is just a 4-row repeat and you're gonna just do it as long as you want. I made mine 60 inches, and then after that, you're going to seam up the sleeves and add a ribbing cuff. To do that, go to my blog, woolymamacrochet.com, and there's information on there on how to seam your sleeves and make the cuff. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial helped. Make sure that you like and subscribe for more tutorials and free patterns, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!